Hello, my name is Katie Brindle and I am the founder of the Hayou method, and welcome to the latest instalment of our YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about contouring and sculpting, which is such a key area of beauty that so many of us are interested in, which these wonderful little gua sha crystals can do so much for. There is a reason why gua sha has become such a beauty mainstream, and because there is so many things that this crystal can do without the need of batteries or charging or electricity, just one product that will do the job for multiple benefits. So let's get started. So what do we need in order to contour and sculpt to the best of our abilities? Well, number one is the crystal itself, and number two is also the award-winning oil. So with these two multiple award-winning products, you are in business. So what do? First step, take the oil. Obviously do this on clean prep skin. Just take a few little drops of the oil, hold in the palm of your hand. Start to engage with the beautiful fragrance, which has got Lang Lang, lotus and frankincense, already giving you a beautiful, relaxed yet energized sensation as you start to breathe the oil in. And then we're just going to work it slightly on the jaw, on the throat itself, because we're working with jowls and jawline, and then just ease a tiny bit of it just under the eyes like this so that we can really get going. Then take your crystal. Now the first thing that we always need to do is to just clear the neck. We need to just clear the lymphatics, because a lot of the reasons for jaw issues is that things are getting congested underneath, because often there's a lot of lymphatics getting caught up. So the first thing that we need to do is just merely press stroke down the neck. I'd say roughly 6 sweeps each time, but you can build up to, 2 or 3 minutes. Just sweep along like this, just clearing any congestion that's appearing here and allowing it to go into the deeper lymphatics here for the body to release. Now the extra little thing that I like to do for jaw definition and contouring specifically is down the back of the neck like this. It also feels really nice. This is one of my children's loves, this move when I do it on them. They find it so relaxing. And if you don't have somebody that's particularly good at massage in your house, which is most houses I've discovered, then it's a really nice technique to do. Now, having addressed the neck, now we need to get going on the jaw itself. So here I move to the double edge of the tool, and we just start to go along the jaw like this. Now often you're going to find it feeling quite crunchy and almost like spaghetti-like, where it's going like this. Now, this is why gua sha is so brilliant, because it's going to start to just deconstruct that tension that's sitting there. Now, at first, when I'm doing it, is I'm applying even pressure to the upper and the lower nodes of the tool, so the pressure's kind of going here. But you can actually increase the pressure underneath so that you're working on this area here. There we go. Just easing it along, and then you can just wiggle it when you get to the end, or wiggle it. So wiggle it up and down, but also wiggle it side to side. It's really good. There's a pressure point just here, which really the tool can get in there, and then you can just sweep the tool down the neck. Now often you find when you reach these little corner spots just here that the body naturally wants to take in a really deep breath. That is a sure sign that the energy there is slightly deficient, because the minute the body wants to breathe, it's because it wants more life force to come into the body from the breath. It's not just oxygen, guys. There's a life force coming in as well through the air that we breathe and the food that we eat, but we breathe much, much more than we eat. We breathe 25,000 times a day, and the body wants that resource to come into the cells. So when you're basically stimulating the cells with the gua sha beauty restorer, then you often find that the body will naturally ask for a bit more chi coming in through the breath itself. So round we go, up and down, side to side, and just sweeping it through. Now that already is going to make a massive difference to the contouring of your chin, okay? You can also then go back to this bit here and just sweep along this bit of the face here, like that. Because often what you find is that the circulation needs to come up over the chin like this, and because we're gripping and we're kind of looking at phones and not concentrating, it gets very tense, which means the blood flow doesn't flow correctly over this area. And therefore, just by press stroking into the area makes a massive difference in smoothing and contouring out the skin. Now, the other product that you can add to this is the newly launched crystal eye mask, but it isn't just an eye mask because you can flip it round and wear it like a jaw mask, like this, and just lie back. And you'll find that the crystals emit this beautiful frequency because you're just lying there with it on your face. And that's just getting imbued by the cells of your skin in a really good way. So if you want to add this into, say, a meditation whereby you do the gua sha first, then apply the face mask as I've shown you, and just take some beautiful deep breaths in, you'll find that you'll stimulate these energetic points which are across this area of the jaw, which is what we normally stimulate with acupuncture needles, by using it with the crystal restorer and then by the crystal mask as well. So it makes a massive difference. Now, to continue this contouring odyssey that we're going on, the next step is to work on the cheekbones themselves. So again, I'm looking at the double end of the tool because this is the area of the tool that is really good for contouring and sculpting. So I'm literally just press stroking it across the cheekbones like this, lifting and sculpting. Now, if you don't worry about getting your hair a bit greasy, then you just literally take the tool and take it around the outside of the ear like this. And then you can just stimulate just into this little area here. There's some really interesting acupuncture points just there. Just stimulate them. And again, body taking in breath. That's a sure sign. And what you'll find is as these acupressure points fill and become strong with chi and life force that you're drawing in by stimulating them with the gua sha and the circulation that you're encouraging. Because remember, when you're press stroking the gua sha tool over the skin, you're increasing this all-important microcirculation by up to 400%. And you just scoop it round. There. And then the final little bit is just by using these tiny little ends here, we can just hold it under the eye like this to start, and then just slightly turn the tool and gently, gently, gently just work on that under eye area. Just press stroke over like that. And you can just take it down. Really relaxing. I think that's what I love so much about these crystals, is that they just give you this really amazing therapeutic benefit. You can just feel the frequency of the crystal just gently penetrating the skin and going into these all-important channels sitting just under the surface of the skin. And then the body starts sort of receiving this kind of symphony of pleasure, which is what happens when you're using this. These massage tools are really pleasurable. And that is such an important aspect when you're addressing your beauty. This is not about having buzzing, whirring, electric, plastic gadgets, which are often quite harsh on the skin and almost quite abusive. Whereas what we're doing is we're going gently, softly and gently, and just allowing the skin to just wake up. And with that, we're contouring. So do follow me if you found this interesting. Do follow the benefits that we have here for you, and do send this over to anyone else that you think might be interested. In the meantime, thank you for following.